Why do people risk their lives to cross borders illegally? It's a question that stirs up a lot of conversation and controversy. As we delve into the perplexing question of border crossing, it's essential to recognize that this issue is multifaceted. There's no one-size-fits-all answer to why individuals choose to traverse treacherous terrains and evade legal checkpoints. The perils of unauthorized border crossing are numerous, and often life-threatening. From the harsh, unforgiving terrains to the constant threat of being caught and punished, it's a path fraught with danger. Yet it is a path many still choose to tread. Behind each decision lies a complex web of reasons: desperation, hope, or sheer survival. It could be the desire for better life prospects, escaping violence or persecution, or reuniting with loved ones. The driving forces are as diverse as the individuals themselves. In order to understand this issue better, we will delve into the common methods people use to cross the Mexico-America border. First, let's not forget the legal method, through official ports of entry. Imagine it like a door that opens to both individuals and goods seeking to cross the Mexico-America border. But it's not as simple as just walking through. There's a process in place, a system of checks and balances to ensure everything is above board. Customs and immigration officials are the gatekeepers here. They inspect travelers, checking documentation and ensuring each person has a valid reason for crossing. In the case of cargo, they verify that goods entering or leaving are legal and meet all required standards. This process is designed to maintain the integrity of the border while facilitating the lawful movement of people and goods. It's a complex but necessary dance that happens thousands of times a day. While this is the legal and regulated way to cross the border, not everyone uses or has access to this method. Not everyone who crosses the border does so with authorization. Undocumented immigration is a significant part of the border crossing discussion. Let's delve into the concept of undocumented immigration. This is when individuals, for various reasons, choose to cross the border without official authorization. They may do so by evading border checkpoints or traversing remote areas, often under the cover of darkness. The aim is to go unnoticed, to slip through the cracks in the system and enter the country unseen. But why would someone choose this route? The reasons are manifold. Some are driven by desperation, escaping from poverty or violence. Others might be drawn by the allure of a better life, opportunities for work, or the chance to reunite with family members already in the country. It's a decision often fueled by hope, but one that is fraught with peril. The risks associated with undocumented immigration are immense. First and foremost, there are the legal consequences. If caught, these individuals face detention, deportation, and a ban on future legal entry. The journey itself is treacherous, often involving a perilous trek through harsh and unforgiving terrain. The desert, for instance, presents a host of dangers, from extreme heat during the day to freezing temperatures at night. Moreover, many attempting this route fall prey to exploitation by human traffickers. These are unscrupulous individuals or groups who promise safe passage for a fee, only to abandon their charges in dangerous areas or subject them to abuse and exploitation. Despite these risks, the flow of undocumented immigration continues. It's a testament to the desperation and determination of those who undertake this journey, and a stark reminder of the lengths people will go to in search of a better life. The dangers and consequences of this method are significant, yet some people still choose it over the official ports of entry. It's a complex issue with no easy solutions, but one that necessitates understanding, empathy, and thoughtful dialogue. For it's only through these lenses that we can hope to address the challenges and realities of undocumented immigration. Another group of individuals who cross the border are asylum seekers, those fleeing persecution, violence, or other dangers. These brave souls often leave everything they've ever known behind, in search of a safer and more secure life. Seeking asylum is a process protected under international law, a beacon of hope for those escaping unimaginable circumstances. The process begins when an individual or a family presents themselves at a port of entry or crosses the border. They then express an intention to seek asylum, citing fear of persecution or harm in their home country. This is their first step in the journey towards safety. Once they've declared their intention, the asylum seekers are typically taken into custody for an initial screening. This is where the applicants must convince immigration officials that their fear of persecution is credible. It's a momentous step, and the stakes are high. A failure to convince officials can lead to immediate deportation, sending them back to the dangers they were trying to escape. If they pass this initial screening, the asylum seekers are then either detained or released into the United States while they await their court hearings. This can be a lengthy process, sometimes taking several years to reach a conclusion. It's a period of uncertainty, with no guarantee of the outcome. During this waiting period, asylum seekers are not allowed to work for at least 5 months, and they have limited access to legal representation. They must navigate the complex maze of immigration law, often without a guide. It's a daunting task, filled with obstacles and setbacks. Even if they navigate this labyrinth successfully and are granted asylum, they often face a whole new set of challenges. Integrating into a new society, learning a new language, finding employment, all while dealing with the trauma of their past. It's an uphill battle, but one they are willing to fight for a chance at a safer life. While protected under international law, asylum seekers often face a complex and lengthy process. But despite the hardships and the uncertainties, they persist in their quest for safety and a better life. For them, the journey is worth the risk. In some cases, the border wall itself becomes a challenge to overcome. There are individuals who, driven by desperation or determination, resort to climbing over or tunneling under these formidable barriers. Climbing over a border wall is no easy feat. It requires physical strength, agility, and a blatant disregard for personal safety. The heights and materials used in these walls are designed to deter such attempts, making this a risky endeavor with a high potential for injury. Tunneling, on the other hand, involves an entirely different set of challenges. It requires time, resources, and a considerable amount of technical knowledge. Tunnels can collapse, flood, or run out of air, posing significant risks to those inside. Both of these methods are, of course, illegal. They also expose individuals to a host of dangers, from the physical risks involved in the act itself, to the legal consequences of being caught. Climbing or tunneling through the border wall is not only illegal but also extremely dangerous. The last method we'll discuss today is smuggling, a method involving criminal networks and high risks. Smuggling is a term that refers to the organized, illegal transportation of individuals across international borders. This method often involves complex criminal networks that charge exorbitant fees to those desperate enough to risk it. Now, what tactics do these networks employ to accomplish this? The first and perhaps most common tactic is hiding individuals within vehicles. This could be anywhere from the trunk of a car to secret compartments in trucks or vans. The idea is to evade detection at border checkpoints, but the risks are high. Individuals are often crammed into tight spaces with little to no ventilation, leading to dangerous, sometimes fatal conditions. The second tactic is the use of counterfeit documentation. Smugglers may provide their clients with fake passports, visas, or other identification documents hoping to trick immigration officials. However, advancements in technology and increased vigilance have made this method less effective and more risky. The third tactic involves leading individuals through remote areas, away from official border checkpoints. These routes often traverse harsh terrain such as deserts or mountains, where the elements alone pose a significant risk. Additionally, there's the constant threat of being lost, injured, or falling victim to predatory wildlife. But beyond the physical dangers, smuggling carries severe legal consequences. If caught, individuals can face imprisonment, hefty fines, or deportation. For the smugglers themselves, they're looking at even stiffer penalties, including long prison sentences and substantial fines. It's also essential to remember that those who turn to smuggling are often exploited by these criminal networks. They may be subjected to violence, extortion, or human trafficking. It's a grim reality, but an important one to understand when discussing the issue of border crossing. In conclusion, while smuggling may seem like a possible solution for those desperate to cross the border, the risks and consequences far outweigh any potential benefits. Smuggling is a dangerous and illegal method, often resulting in severe consequences for those involved. From legal ports of entry to smuggling, the methods of crossing the Mexico-America border are varied. We've explored the regulated avenues of crossing at official ports where customs and immigration officials inspect travelers and cargo. We've delved into the hazardous world of undocumented immigration and the risks it carries, from legal repercussions to the threat of harsh terrain and exploitation. We've looked at the complex and lengthy process that asylum seekers face in their quest for safety. We've revealed the dangerous lengths some individuals go to, from scaling border walls to tunneling beneath them, and we've shed light on the dark underworld of human smuggling where individuals are transported across the border illegally, often at great personal risk. Each method carries its own set of challenges and potential consequences, underscoring the importance of understanding and respecting the laws that govern border crossing. It's always advisable to follow legal and authorized means of crossing borders to ensure personal safety and compliance with the law.